Good morning, everybody. My name is Barry Schwartz, and this is the Search Buzz video recap. Today is Friday, August 8th, and this is the search news we covered over at the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. We got more Google search ranking volatility, where it actually cooled and heated up again. Google says clicks to websites are relatively stable after AI overviews. Google pitched AI mode to advertisers. We have the release of GPT-5 is out from OpenAI, and Danny Sullivan is no longer the search liaison at Google. And of course, I'd like to thank our sponsor, SimilarWeb, the all-in-one strategic SEO software. Step into the light and own the Gen AI search frontier. Here's a 40-second video on this new Gen AI intelligence tool from SimilarWeb. Please check it out and check them out.
If your brand isn't visible in Gen AI, you're handing the opportunity straight to your competitors. But how do you see if you're showing up? Do you even know the right metrics to track? It's time to get clarity. It's time to shine a light on your Gen AI performance. With SimilarWeb, track your brand visibility so you can really understand your presence and see your actual competitors, what your audience is asking, and what Gen AI says about you. But visibility is only half of the picture. What about traffic? We got you. Analyze the Gen AI traffic for any competitor and see the pages getting visits. Shine a light on the full Gen AI picture to start winning in this new era of search. Learn more at similarweb.com.
To learn more, check out the link in the description, and thank you so much for sponsoring SimilarWeb. Okay, it wouldn't be an SEO video recap without a Google search ranking update for you, and yes, we had a little bit of an update. Earlier this week, we actually had a day of cooling. The search tools to kind of calm down. The chatter kind of calmed down around like Sunday and Monday. But then the next day, it actually heated up again and spiked significantly throughout the whole entire week once again. So yes, Google search ranking volatility in terms of what the tools are seeing and the third-party tools, as well as the SEO chatter industry, has been really, really heated since post-core update of June. It's been pretty wild how long it's been going on. It's over a month now, and I don't know if we've seen it this hot for this long. Well, maybe I should do a report about that soon. We'll see. In any event, if you are noticing ranking volatility, you are not alone. Google came out with a whopper this week, a blog post from Liz Reed, where Liz Reed said overall total organic click volume from Google search to websites has been relatively stable year over year. Relatively stable. Now, everybody's going off on this, the whole entire SEO industry, all the publishers, all mainstream publishers are saying, why is Google gaslighting us? Why is Google lying to us? Google didn't provide us chart, no data, just basically said that line. Also said that the average click quality has increased, and we're actually sending slightly more quality clicks to websites than a year ago. And by quality clicks, they basically said, we mean those where users don't click back quickly click back to the pogo stick back. Then they gave a line, we continue to send billions of clicks to websites every day, and we believe search is value exchange, yada, yada, yada. A little year-over-year thing I had a little problem with, because a year ago, AI mode was already launched. It was like 14 months ago, 15 months ago, where it was fully launched in the US. So why don't give us data from 2 years ago? Why give us data from a year ago when it was already live? Comparing that, I mean, there's some overlap there. Of course, it grew over the years. And I mean, ultimately what Google pretty much should say is, clicks are about the same in our opinion, but search is changing. You need to change with this, and I'm sorry. But they're not going to say that. They're going to basically say we're sending traffic to people. I go off on this on a really long rant. I don't want to spend too much time on this video. We did it on the It's New, where Greg Finn did a great job yesterday covering that. I'll embed the video later on this topic. But yeah, it's kind of mind-boggling that Google would do this. Just give a chart. Fake it at least. I don't know. I'm not sure. And then Gary Ish from Google was asked about the MUVERA, multi-vector retrieval via fixed dimensional encoding. And he basically was quoted as saying that it's possible that Google's using this in Google search and basically using something like it. And Gary responded saying, no, I did not confirm we're using it. All I said that we might have something like it, not it, but something like it. So Google probably is not using MUVERA in Google search right now, maybe using pieces of it or something like that, but he did not confirm it. Then if you missed the past month of Google Webmaster changes, I have the big Google Webmaster report for August 2025. I posted on August 4th. Definitely catch up on everything over there very quickly. It's a really nice roundup of everything that's going on. Bing Webmaster Tools this week actually gained 24 months of data. So it used to be 16 months data as of a year little plus ago, where they had 16 months of data in the search performance report. Now they have 24 months of data. Before that, they only had 6 months of data. So it's nice to see them add that. They also added keyword trending lists, and they also added this feature called device and country. We can actually sort by device and country or filter by device and country. We can see how much traffic am I getting from Bing search for mobile versus desktop, how much traffic I'm getting in the US versus India versus whatever, and that gives you that data right in Bing Webmaster Tools. Is a nice upgrade from Bing. Also on Bing, Microsoft Copilot now is using OpenAI's latest GPT-5, which was announced yesterday afternoon. OpenAI had a big event, really great video, definitely watch it, where they announced all the new features with GPT-5 and how it's grown and gotten better. And with that, Microsoft Copilot is incorporating GPT-5 immediately for free. You don't have to do anything, it's all free. So is ChatGPT, but it's rolling out slower in ChatGPT than it is in Microsoft Copilot. And I do wonder, I asked the Bing team, does that mean that GPT-5 is being used for core Bing search? So usually when OpenAI updates their models, also Bing search incorporates those updated models for core relevancy and ranking purposes. So I do suspect they did this, but we will get confirmation from Bing soon and I'll let you know. Google Search is rolling out a new sticky search bar where as you scroll, the search bar stays at the top. This is something that Google released in 2018 and it scaled it back and now it's back again. Sachin Patel was the first to notice this, but it does seem to be live for everyone. I'm surprised more people aren't talking about this. Also being tested for AI mode in the search experience is that the AI mode has a new icon with a divider. This is spotted by Brody Clark. I can't replicate this, but it seems like it's making it really stand out more, so people would notice it more and so forth. And then talking about noticing AI mode more, Google had this slide deck where they're pitching AI mode ads, advertisements to advertisers. This is spotted by Ad Age, and it says, presentation says, Google is getting ready to roll out AI mode widely by giving ad agencies and brands more information about how new channels differ from traditional search and details about how paid AI search works. And it goes into all these things. Here's a slide about it. So advertisers are getting ready for this, and there might be a very big, wide core rollout of that in Q4. Google Ads has a bunch of new Performance Max controls and reporting, some new reporting and controls where you could do more negative keyword lists and a bunch of other controls in there. There's a whole list of changes. Here's a screenshot of all those new features for Google Ads. It just rolled out yesterday afternoon. Also, Google Ads said that Sitelinks impact Performance Max ad strength. So this is spotted by Mr. Audy, A-U-D-Y on LinkedIn. Also, PPC Newsfeed caught this. And in the ad strength tool, there's new options to see your site links and how that's actually impacting your site links. It does say in the documentation that site links actually does impact ad strength, so keep that all in mind. Also on the Google Ads side, negative keywords may train smart bidding. Ginny Marvin responded to a question from PPC grad Kirk Williams asking whether or not negative keywords are included in the algorithm to help train smart bidding. And Ginny Marvin gave this kind of not a yes or no answer, basically saying negative keywords are one of the criteria the system checks for campaigns and ad group eligibility. Unlike positive keywords, negative keywords look at only the words themselves and not the meaning. For keyword eligibility, we use technologies like Gemini to better understand the intent behind the search query and match to most relevant and best performing keywords. Your negative keyword strategy should aim to help prevent ads from showing on certain queries while still enabling campaigns. So I asked Ginny, is that a yes or no? And she did not respond, so I'm not sure what's going on there. And then on also Google Ads released version 21 of the Google Ads API with a bunch of new features across AI Max, search campaigns, PMax, reporting, and so much more. They also updated a lot of documentation around around the Google Ads API, so definitely take a look at that. And then finally on the Google Ads side, they updated their EU political content policy for September 2025. So if you are doing political ads in the EU, definitely take a look at that policy update. Microsoft Advertising announced new audience planner updates, specifically, as Nava Hopkins put it, unwinnable math problems. So you'll be able to solve those problems, as well as you'll be able to understand who you can reach and what percentage of Microsoft market they represent. It goes through all the different features and so forth, so definitely take a look at those updates. Also, Microsoft Advertising website exclusions has been updated as well. You can now centrally manage website exclusions across accounts, campaigns and apply exclusions in bulk and add up to 10,000 websites per exclusion list. So that's a bunch of updates there as well with the exclusions for Microsoft Advertising. Google Posts has a new refreshed Google Post creation tool and Google Business Profiles. This actually was being tested. We covered this being tested. Now it's fully live as of a week ago today, actually, where there's a new centralized hub, simpler creation process, enhanced management, and minor visual improvements to the actual tool. So definitely take a look at that. Apple Business Connect now supports UTM parameters for action links. This is spotted by Luke Pennycat. Where now you can actually embed UTM parameters. You can actually see how much traffic Apple Business Connect, which is Apple Maps, is actually sending you with these UTMs. And then the big shocking news last week, I'm not sure how shocking it was to be honest, was that Danny Sullivan stepped away from the role as the Google Search Liaison. He's still with the Google Search team, working with the Google Search team, but it seems like it's only going to be internally focused now. It seems like he closed down all the Search Liaison accounts across all social media. He said follow Google Search Central going forward, which is what we've been doing since he really kind of stepped back months ago, but it's now official. There is no longer a Google Search Liaison. Danny Sullivan is no longer the Google Search Liaison. Now he's working within the Google Search team internally, I think without any public-facing role. That being said, thanks so much for listening to the Search Buzz video recap. My name again is Barry Schwartz, and this is the search news we covered over the Search Engine Roundtable at seroundtable.com. Again, thanks to SimilarWeb for sponsoring. Definitely check out their Gen AI tool. Everyone have a great, safe, healthy weekend, and I'll see you guys next. Goodbye.